For our third anniversary, we went to Machu Picchu for the first time since we have come to live in Peru.
It was great going there. We didn't expect it to be so jungly. We expected it to be more like here, but as we were on the train, the scenery slowly changed into broader leaves and a lot greener than it is here. One of the attractions at Machu Picchu was the Inca Bridge. To get there, you walk along this long, narrow trail with a sheer wall on one side and a drop-off on the other. When you get there, you see just a sheer wall with a couple boards stretched across this gap. And my personal theory is that it's the Incan back door. And across the bridge you can see where the trail completely disappears on up the mountain, slowly into the underbrush. Really fascinating to see.
We had a great time at Machu Picchu. It was just a really relaxing 2 days of a change of scene and change of climate for us.
I have continued to go out visiting almost on a nightly basis. I try to go out every night if nothing else stops me. And lately I have had the privilege of meeting 2 new families that I previously had not really gotten to know. One of them is a pretty influential leader in this town, and I'm excited to have his doors open. I've been going there and reading scripture with him, and he is very receptive right now. And the other family is the father and mother of a little boy that has come here before, but we haven't really ever developed a relationship with them. So I've recently gone there for the first time, and they just were full of questions and excitement that I had come. So that's a prayer request for us. Please be praying for my new relationships as I go out and visit new people. It's really exciting. Something that we've been slow to talk about, but is an ongoing issue for us, is the property that we're living in right now. It was built many years ago after the land was donated by a neighbor across the street. And there are rumors, and just a lot of gossip about him wanting to take the property back, or the community in general wanting the property back. This house is almost like a barrier between us and the community at large. And we want to narrow the gap. As Jesus entered our world and really became like us, we struggle, Hannah and I are struggling with the question, have we entered their world enough, in spite of the fact that we're actually here living with them? So it's a prayer request. Please be praying that Hannah and I have wisdom to know what is just a distraction from the enemy and what is something we need to take very seriously.
We have recently switched our church schedule to Sunday mornings.
We've been spending about 5 hours each Sunday with the people that come, which is about 3 times as much as it was before. We're starting at 9 and we're usually running to about 2 in the afternoon. And that gives us time to have some serious Bible study, as Hannah said, to actually act out these Bible stories that we're teaching them. And it gives us time for some more serious prayer time and worship time, and then we usually finish by eating together, which is just community, getting to know each other.
We're both excited to experience progress in Quechua. Our classes focus on conversation building, and we're really pleased to find that our minds are starting to wrap around a number of the suffixes that make Quechua a very different language from English or Spanish. And more we're able to articulate entire stories about the previous day, or what we plan to do with our teacher. And that is bleeding over into conversations that we can have with our neighbors, although we're miles out from speaking at full speed or having all the words at the tip of our tongue that we want to have.
We thought that maybe you would like to actually hear a little bit of Quechua. So we would like to read for you the Lord's Prayer from Matthew 6 in Quechua. Yayaiku, Hanak Pachapika, Sutiki Yupaichaska Kachu, Kapach Suyuiki Kamuchu, Unainiki Kai Pachapi Ruakuchu, Imainan Hanak Pachapipas Ruakum Hinata.
Sapa punchay tantay kuta kowaiku. Puchay kutapas pampachay waiku. Imaynam nyokhay kupas kontra kupi puchal hikuta pampachayku kinata.
Amata wate jaimanja urmanaikuta munaichu. Aswanpas mana alguien kahmanta jespichiwaiku. Hanpan japach suyupas atipas japach chaipas. Wiñay wiñaypach. Amen.
We would like to ask for a prayer in a couple of areas. One of those would be in our health. We recently had a run-in with some food safety discomforts. I had an amoeba that was not a pleasant experience, and it's very nice to be better from that. And we have increased our carefulness with food preparation, but we would ask that you pray for our safety in that area.
Please also pray for the creativity that we use in our Bible stories. Some Bible stories are easier than others. We had a great time with the creation account in Genesis 1, and then we had some good dynamic in the story of the fall in Genesis 3. As we press ahead and deal with Cain and Abel and the flood and the Tower of Babel and the call of Abraham into the wilderness, please continue to pray that every week we have fresh ideas of how to bring these stories to life for these people, so that they can really get them into their minds and learn these stories. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you've enjoyed this month's update. If you have any specific questions about what we're doing here or what's going on, please feel free to communicate with us those questions so that we can answer them in a future update or private email. We really like to know when you have questions and what you think about what's going on here. Your feedback encourages us in a very special way.
Until next update.